The atheist claims that there is no sufficient reason to believe in God because no convincing evidence exists, and that those who do believe in God made him up for their own comfort or advantage. In contrast, the Bible says that the invisible qualities of God are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. In other words, the Bible says that the world we live on and the entire universe we live in contains direct general revelation about God, which is accessible to all people everywhere. So which idea is right? If the Bible is right, essential facts about God could be easily discovered by any human being throughout any part of human history. Immense amounts of information can be gathered by simple observation and common rationality. As for most things, including whether there is a God, the modern adage holds, it's not rocket science. Using human reasoning alone as we observe our surroundings, we learn that things do not cause themselves. Instead, where there is an effect, there is always a cause. Because of cause and effect, when humans ask themselves where they came from, they begin a reasoning process that ultimately leads to an infinite regression. It goes something like this. Where did I come from? From my parents. Where did they come from? From their parents. And where did they come from? From their parents, and so on and so forth. The next natural question is, where did people come from? What about the earth, the stars, the universe? Where did all of it come from? You see, humans are programmed to look for a cause. We all want to know who made the maker. When we arrive at the point of an ultimate beginning, whether you are an atheist or a theist, the answer is faith-based. The theist says God created all things. The atheist won't accept that conclusion because his entire belief system is based exclusively on what can be studied and measured in the natural material realm. However, atheists agree that the entire natural realm had a beginning, so all they are left with is to wait for some new theory to come along that allows them to once again put off the inevitable conclusion that philosophy, natural revelation, and science are all pointing to, namely, that the cause of all that is natural, all time, space, energy, and matter, must be something beyond the natural. Here is what any curious mind could reason. Something outside of or beyond time must be eternal. Something outside of all matter must be immaterial. Something outside or beyond all of space must be omnipresent. Something capable of creating and sustaining this universe must be omnipotent. Something capable of exquisite design and function throughout the universe and within all the earthly creation must be omniscient. Something that made the choice to create all of space, time, energy, and matter is not a something, but a personal someone, because only beings with a mind and a will make choices. Someone that was the cause of everything must be himself uncaused, otherwise you would never have a true beginning. In summary, any human in all of history who simply observes the universe and the world around him and reasons based on natural revelation and the common experience of all people could easily conclude that his maker was an all-powerful, all-knowing, uncaused, eternal, personal mind. Science, as wonderful as it is, has done nothing to disprove God. So what about science? Will it one day show us that our belief in God is irrational? Hardly. All the evidence of modern science and cosmology point to design by a designer. And rather than concede this point, believers in atheism perpetually invent new fantastic ideas about the origin of the universe. And they do so believing by faith that their religion of no God will one day be justified. The faith of the atheist in multiverses, the nature of infinities, and alien farmers seeding our planet make good material for science fiction films, but do nothing to explain the original cause of it all, and instead punt this idea to some unknown time in the future. In a backhanded way, atheistic theories which defy modern scientific laws verify the ideas of the theist. How? Because inventing new theories to keep God out of the equation is proof that the atheist does not have enough rational firepower to materialistically explain what is right before his eyes. So which faith seems right? The faith of the theist who, based on reason, natural revelation, and the experiences of all people, concludes that God created everything? Or the faith of the atheist who, in contradiction to the known scientific laws, abides in the unreasonable as he awaits the future coming theory of everything to substantiate his otherwise irrational religious beliefs? For me, like the title of the book by Geisler and Turek states, I don't have enough faith to be an atheist. I am Scott Monk for Truth in 5.